All right, so this is round 2 of Eternal Weekend Tolarian Academy. Let's battle. Yeah, this hand's great. I'm thinking Emerald, top, Opal. I might just fetch Island. I guess I could. I don't. I think there's no reason to expose myself when I have an Opal to pay for either colors. I guess we should play around Force of Vigor the best way possible. So the best way to play around Force of Vigor is Opal, Emerald, top. But that incentivizes them to mental misstep top, and I'm not exactly thrilled by that. I still think that might be better. Opal, Emerald top, Fetchland, Island, Whisper. Well, if my top gets mental misstepped, then I can't actually play my Night's Whisper. I wonder if there's some kind of argument here to going Underground Sea, Emerald, Night's Whisper. I might be thinking about it too hard. It's possible I'm overthinking this. We might want to just play the best line, which is just all of the cards. Opponent F6, so I'm definitely going to fetch an island if opponent is F6ing here. Cool. I have like really solid options for next turn. If they sphere me, we have to reevaluate. But if they sphere me, we can probably just play a Monastery Mentor, and that's probably going to be good enough, unless they have like a Walking Ballista. Whereas if they don't sphere me, we can probably just go for Vamp for Tinker, and then Tinker, and win. So we had a very powerful opening hand, really showcasing why I like playing Night's Whisper over things like Preordain. Night's Whisper with off-color Moxen is really sick compared to Preordain, I think. Also, you can't Pyroblast it, which is the best. The best around. Nothing's ever gonna take me down. All right, it's not shops, which is interesting for opponent to F6. Typically, if you're not on shops, you don't want to F6 so you can represent Force of Will. Does that mean it's DPS? Or does it mean it's a Doomsday that has no forces in their hand? Or a PO deck that has no forces in their hand? Let's find out. It might be DPS. Black paying for costs. Yeah. Okay. So it's either Doomsday or DPS. Um, I'm gonna go under the assumption that it's DPS, and I'm gonna try to kill my opponent with Vamp for Tinker. I think we also have. I mean, we have like some possible mentor lines with Time Walk, but I think we're a little short on mana in all of those. This is actually not very rough because if opponent isn't on Doomsday, then they can't do anything about our Tinker top. If opponent is playing Doomsday, we probably just lose. But they F6 through our turn, so I'm just gonna go for Tinker Win. I'm gonna make a judgment call and put them on Doomsday. Oh, sorry, on TPS, and then if they're on Doomsday, we'll just die. Let's actually see if we can glean any information from the 4 cards they pitch. So we're gonna have 13 sorry, 13 life to work with and a top, which is normally good enough. Um, but it can sometimes not be good enough, so we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, we definitely can't be any counter magic, so there's really no reason to play around counter magic in any way. Well, this is the big reason why DPS isn't regarded as a very good deck. Because you don't play Force of Will. If you do, like, if you use Dark Ritual and Necro, you give me a chance to win the game, you know? Yo, is a very hard matchup for DPS as well. Oh, it's Doomsday. We're fucked. Well, that's unfortunate. So, I mean, yeah, we can't play around days. We can't play around. I mean, we still can't play around anything. Is that an eliminate? I'm just gonna vamp for Tinker and Tinker straight into Force of Negation in days, I think. There's like no reason to do anything else. I guess I could go for a Lavinia. Lavinia forces them to have hit Force of Will. But I mean, they only have one Force of Negation anyways, but I can't get dazed. Huh. They've already have an Eliminate gone. I don't know. You typically don't play too many ways to beat creature permanent, hate. I mean, they can just win on the next turn. Like not on like if I play Lavinia, then I probably buy myself a turn. I don't like it very much. I think it's I don't like it very much. This does lose to every card in their deck, but at least it wins the game if they don't have anything. Wow. They could still have I guess they would have mental misstep vamp. That's a good one off the top. Gonna make it so they can't draw extra cards. I definitely want this. I don't know when their best way to use Narset would be. Oh, this is kind of, I guess I can activate Narset and hold priority. I don't actually wanna have to hmm. I don't actually wanna have to replay Narset, though. I wanna just mentor Time Walk. I've already played my land for the turn. Hmm. In case I have to pass, I don't wanna reset my Narset. This might be wrong. I'm gonna not pick up my Narset. I mean, I just hit all the mana I could ever want in the world, so it doesn't actually matter, but, um, wanna keep I don't need very many spells for Mentor, so I just wanted to wanna keep the blue mana so that I can go, Time Walk and kill my opponent. Alright, this game is over. The opponent just didn't find any counter magic, which is really lucky for us, not gonna lie to you. Okay, that was pretty cool. I'll take those. I thought for sure they were on DPS when they F6'd and showed they had no counter magic. So against DPS, I definitely like Cannonball, Mindbreak Trap, Remora, and Flusterstorms. I don't need Repeals. I don't need Hercles. I don't need Island. Sorry, what did I say? Did I not? Did I? Bro, I need to fucking wake up. Ah! I should have bought like heavier energy drinks, I guess. Doomsday. Doomsday. The, yeah, we can probably get rid of a whisper. I don't really like heavy energy drinks. I'm a big fan of these kickstarts though. I mean, I want all of my counter magic suite. I mean, I have water too. That's here. We have a whole 32-ounce water. Don't worry. That's what we're drinking after we finish this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think a normal Doomsday list plays an eliminate in the main, but I mean, it's not an unreasonable card to be playing, right? When you're so weak to Lavinias and oofs and things like that. This hand's really good. Not really good. I'm sorry. It's a Mox away from a Lavinia, a non-opal Mox away from Lavinia. But it has a mental misstep, which is obviously a great card in the matchup, and then another Mox lets you to do PO things. So I'm gonna keep this hand for sure. Opponent has mulled to 5. I mean, I'm down. I'm gonna drink water. Do not worry. There will be water, and it will be drunk. we mulled to 5 and we're going Island Brainstorm, I would, I would hate to see someone not find any lands and die. Losing my focus. I'm not even awake, Bryant. I didn't have focus to lose. Ha. Ow. Gonna hurt. I really did try to sleep before this. It just didn't fucking happen. I mean, it happened. It technically happened. It was not enough. It's never enough. I love sleeping. I would love to sleep for 10 straight hours, but that is not this weekend. Do I dream about Twitch chat? Yes, every day. Every day I dream about Twitch chat, and when I can see you guys again, that's exactly how it is. Cully. Oh boy. How did you know? How did you know you were in my dreams? That's a good one. They might just go Narset or low. I mean, maybe I was supposed to counter this freaking brainstorm. Are they just gonna go Black Doomsday? Dark Ritual. Why are we Dark Ritualing? Why are we Dark Ritualing? Is that so we can duress? Ever? They have Night's Whisper? They must have Night's Whisper, right? I might have just lost because I chose not to misstep it. If they have exactly Street Wraith, Night's Whisper in their deck, that'd be pretty good. The real problem is if they don't have that, if they don't have something like that and we go to our next turn, we need this mental misstep to counter Ancestral Recall. Right? I mean, I could see opponent has that because they are playing a weird list with like Eliminate. So like the thing is, if I mental misstep this Dark Ritual, they're still gonna Ancestral kill me. To bait a mental misstep, maybe? I don't know. Go back into the losers bracket, Bryant. Come on now. Are we not sure the real punt wasn't countering Brainstorm with mental misstep? Are we sure the real punt wasn't having Leyline of Anticipation? So a problem here, though, is if they do have Probe as their draw spell, we still don't have any way to counter the Ancestral. The real punt was not having Force. Fair. I mean, I'm never going to mulligan this hand here, so. Opponent's playing a pretty interesting list, though, if they have Eliminate in the main and a Night's Whisper somewhere in the 75. Days, 2 days is 1, 2, 3. Oh, they have a Street Wraith in their hand. Yeah, we're probably dead then. Looks like they're going to go Street Wraith into Night's Whisper into Black Lotus. Thassa's Oracle kill us. Oh, I mean, oh, you're right. There's a third Wraith down here. So maybe we're not dead this turn. Did you sleep, Bryant? How did you sleep? Yeah, they literally ritualed for nothing, chat. Yeah, I got 4 hours as well. Get at my... Come on, guys. Come on. You guys would have wasted your mental misstep on a useless dark ritual and then lost to ancestral recall. Please get on my level. Also, we top deck the Mox, by the way. They have one card in hand. If it's Daze that would stop RPO, but whatever. I don't really care about that. So how many colors did I end up with here? Blue, white, and one more blue. So I could just go Mentor Lavinia. Crypt, Pearl, Mentor. I guess I could go black, white, blue. No. I don't think I can play Camball and Lavinia. That requires blue, white, white, black. And I don't have that kind of colors of mana. I have white, blue, black. That's it. You definitely don't want to do that. Lavinia stops Gush. And I mean, we don't care about the Lotus, right? I mean, we care about the Lotus, but if we're mental misstep covers Ancestral and Lavinia covers Gush, so they can't dig into the Lotus. So what they might have had, chat. Another reason they might have ritualed into nothing is if they had 2 dark rituals. If they can bait a counterspell on the first dark ritual, they cast a second dark ritual and they cast Doomsday. That's another good reason to play dark ritual there. Yes, Lavinia stops Lotus. So I'm trying to like think about it from their side. I'm trying to think about this mental misstep and how we played it and if it's actually correct or if it's just lucky. I think the 2 rituals would make the most sense. I think 2 rituals would make sense. I think, obviously a duress would have made sense if they had cast it pre-Doomsday. I mean, I actually think we played this correctly. I think holding the misstep was good. Obviously, the line, they didn't have it, so it wasn't 2 writ. I think 2 writ's like a pretty common reason that you might have Someone might play a Writ there, though, right? So the thing we get punished by is if they have Street Wraith and a Night's Whisper in their deck. That is definitely the way we get punished for sure. That is definitely the way we would get punished. I guess, what about Demonic Tutor? I guess there's no reason they wouldn't just tutor. No, no, no. Street Wraith Night's Whisper punishes us because they would just kill us on the spot. Because they would Street Wraith to their fourth card, Night's Whisper to their second card, Lotus Thassa's Oracle, and kill us on the spot. So we would die if they had Night's Whisper. So that's the big punish. That's the thing that Bryant pointed out in chat, and it's definitely a reasonable thing to point out and something to definitely consider. I mean, Cling. No, because if they had Cling, wouldn't they have cast Cling on their Doomsday? There's like no reason they wouldn't Cling their Doomsday, right? Because they're never going to be able to cast it for the rest of the game. I mean, are they still in chat? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to know. It doesn't say they left the game, so they might still be around. I don't know. I actually think I'm pretty happy with how I played that. So, though, like, I don't know if I've seen very many Night's Whisper. I don't think Night's Whisper is bad at all. I think Night's Whisper is a pretty reasonable card to have in your Doomsday deck. Obviously, it's a little awkward with the losing life, but it shouldn't come up too much, I think. And it gives you another way to draw through 2 cards to your combo. You're only on 4 rituals, though, so it gets a little, like, how often does that come up? I'm not really sure. I don't play enough Doomsday to know. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do in Vintage. The Crab Bond, Crab Shack deck is a really cool one. Does some interesting things. I think Handball's nutty. I'm a fan. All right, let's go. Let's tune into some other Vintage action. Let's go find some